Hi everyone, this is BDevine. Welcome to Divine Miracles. And I thought I would do another past life little reading and see what we get from this. And don't forget that you can now connect me with past life regression therapy over the phone. This was something that I studied with the QHHT method and then created it into something a little bit different, something a little bit easier for all of us. So don't forget that you can do that, and it comes in 2 sessions, not just one. You get 2 for the price of 1. Okay, so please check out my website, devinemiracles.com. Now, this is an interesting reading. I want you to try to choose number 1 or number 2. I'm going to shuffle the pile of cards here and take you through the messages that are going to come through from past life energy. Of course, this is in general. Take this, whatever resonates and leave the rest. Okay, but it's a little bit interesting because you're choosing the pile. So you're choosing the experience. You're choosing your adventure pretty much. Okay. So number 1, let's start with you. If you chose number 1. And I'm going to shuffle all the cards first into all of the sections, and then we will talk. Okay, so the first one is describing a relevant past life. The second one is the purpose, your purpose during that time. The third one is a lesson that you may not have completed, and this may also be something that you continue to do now. A lesson that you did not complete. How that past life is relevant now. And message for you for the future. Future message. Alrighty? Okay, so it's a good idea to make sure that you are cleansing and clearing, bringing all of your angels, guides, loved ones, ancestors very, very close. Protecting yourself in a pyramid of white light, just to dissolve any energies you don't need now, and bringing forth enhancement. Okay, so let's start with a relevant past life. I'm going to try to tell you as much as I can. We're doing this together, so I don't know what this card is, okay? A relevant past life. Positive movement forward. Let's just bring it up a bit. This feels to me like it is not that long in the distant past. It feels to me that this particular past life, you were doing a lot of traveling, okay? Maybe you were on a ship, or maybe it was like energy of being alone as well in this particular past life. I would say early 1900s, that this is where you were. This relevant past life for you shows that even in difficult times, you've managed to push forward, that you were guided, you were connected with spirit in your own way. I also feel like in this particular past life that you may not have been completely understood. You might have kept quiet. You might have had an energy of not even being able to speak. There's something about keeping very quiet in this particular past life. However, you continue to make positive movement forward in that past life. It feels very peaceful. Obviously, as you're even looking at the card, it's very peaceful. You're alone but not alone. Not lonely, I guess you could say. Connected. All right, let's keep going. What was the purpose in that lifetime What was the purpose in that lifetime? And I do feel like, obviously this is memories of love, the card name on the card said, but it feels like that's exactly like your purpose in that lifetime was to understand unconditional love for yourself, no matter what situation you were going through, no matter who didn't understand you, no matter what the situation was, that you found peace within yourself. I am not too certain in this particular past life whether you actually had a partner or had the opportunity to have physical love with somebody else that was lasting. It feels like if you did, that you didn't see them very often. But you were learning how to love yourself. You were learning in that lifetime, even if it wasn't apparent, you were learning to focus on unconditional love and sharing that in your own way. The third one is a lesson I did not complete. Wow. A lesson I did not complete. I don't think you saw yourself as particularly powerful at all. I don't think you saw yourself as really having much of an impact in life, staying on your own, doing what you're doing. I really don't see that you felt like you had much of an impact, or perhaps you didn't speak to family. Maybe there was something that went on with family or parents, grandparents even, and you didn't give the opportunity to speak with them. You just went off on your own, or you didn't feel good enough, or you didn't feel worthy enough. And that could go along with the energy of, learning unconditional love no matter what was going on. Maybe you felt okay with yourself, but maybe you didn't feel okay with others. It's just sort of showing that a lesson that you didn't complete was perhaps connecting more deeply with family members and support. 4, how that life is relevant now. It's relevant to you because you're seeing this unconditional love for yourself again. You are healing many emotions. You are learning to deal with many anxieties that you've held within. And you are going to be in a very victorious and triumphant state of mind, state of being. And maybe this time in your life, your focus has been on family, and now you're finally moving forward on your own. Maybe you have felt connected in ways that you didn't in this particular past life. Maybe you have been the sort of person that has still taken risks, done what you wanted to do, and, traveled and done some amazing things that other people who still sit in the same position are envious of. Maybe you did these things, or maybe this is still to come. But whatever it is, the independence and forward movement and positive energy and teaching and sharing your gifts is completely part of your path now, and it's relevant from this past life as well. You are assured a lot of success. Really try to focus on letting go of outcomes for yourself and just enjoy the limitlessness of the universe. It's the best way. Okay. And a message for your future. Transformation. Okay, here comes the big change that you're looking for. If you chose number 1, everything that you've known is very soon going to change. Everything that you've been doing is very soon going to shift into the next dimension. Healing, transformation, change, energy movement, energy healing, shifting, new vibrations, new people, new opportunities, new work, completely changing for you. Completely changing for you. And you're kind of shocked that it's going to take place so well and so easily. You've been working deeply on things behind the scenes, you know. Maybe people don't know that you've been, working on yourself or healing or working with healing energy or creating a website or thinking about working for yourself or doing some videos. Maybe some people don't know what you've been doing behind the scenes. But whatever it is that you've been wanting or whatever it is that you've been doing behind the scenes is now going to be part of your transformation forward. And you're going to be very pleased with yourself and the results of this change. Most likely occurring somewhere in the next 13 days, if you can see the 13 there. Within this time, something big shifts. And you're ready, The only thing emotionally you have to make sure that you're doing is remaining strong, letting go of the past, not allowing others to dictate your future, and keeping the energies of positive movement happening. Wow. Number 1. Hopefully that resonates with you. Hope that you enjoyed. Now number 2. Number 2, thank you for joining. We are going to be looking at a past life that's relevant and some information about it. If you would like to have your own past life regression therapy, I am offering them now with 2 sessions for the price of 1. It's worth it. You had the first one, you're a little bit nervous, you don't know what to expect, so you need a second one so you can totally relax. When we talk on the phone and go through a whole lot of stuff and a lot of healing as well. So please check out my past life regression. And we do it over the phone. Like I said, it's a couple of hours session per time, 2 sessions for the price of 1. devinemiracles.com. Check out personal readings and then go to past life therapy regression and book yourself in. Okay. Here we go, number 2. I'm using just a little piece of selenite to clear these cards. Describe a relevant past life. Okay, I'm going to get all the cards ready to go. Purpose during that lifetime. Okay, and what's the purpose that you had during that lifetime? A lesson that you did not complete. How that life is relevant now. That was quick. And a message for your future. All right, are you ready, everybody? I've got this all zoomed in, okay? It's like that so we can see the cards when they come up. All right, first one. Describing a relevant past life. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Ooh. Okay, it looks like in this particular past life, this is the universe card, which is basically like the world card in normal tarot, it feels to me that this perhaps is another planet that you are on. And I'm going to go with that, okay? There is a lot of you out there who are listening who go through a sensation of missing something in your life, not knowing exactly what it is, and possibly it's family from another planet. Possibly it's life from another planet, where everything is peaceful and all healing is done with thought and everything is easy and full of joy. The heart space has expanded. You know, we're in 12D or more, you know. And part of you may be missing that galactic or planetary connection. But it feels like you have been a guide yourself, that you have worked with other people in guiding them, and now you're here, thrown on the earth a little bit. You may have respiratory problems, you may have breathing problems, you may have sinus problems a lot. You might get allergies easily, or it feels like the allergy word. We don't want to say the allergy word because we don't want to bring it in. You might feel your bones ache. And whatever it is, there's this past life as being relevant to you is possibly the last life, you know, before this one. Or, you know, the maybe that there was a few shorter lives, but this was profound for you. This is what you're missing. The life in space, the life in energy. Okay, so what was your purpose during that time? Oops. Ooh. Okay, your purpose during that time was to free humanity. That's the energy I'm sort of getting here. You could see, you know, restriction, and people were, you know, turning to anger and greed and hostility, and it's foreign, you know, to you when you come from a loving place and that's all you've known. So it feels to me that your purpose was to help to free humanity, to free people. And you possibly work now with helping people to find freedom in themselves, to help people find the truth of who they are, and to work with deeper healing messages, oracle messages, spirituality on some level. And maybe you didn't realize how much of a push you've had in that direction throughout your life to help people. It's going to be okay kind of energy, you know. And maybe you see people restricted in their own energy now, and it's bringing up trauma within you. So your purpose was freedom of the people. And this is very much important to you now also. Okay, the third one is a lesson that you may not have completed. Material harvest. Well, there's no need for that on another planet. So that makes sense. But it feels like you will definitely be able to do that, or that's something that's a focus for you in this life, is having, you know, being abundant. Because the more you have, the more you're able to share with people. I know that for me, for myself, I don't want to charge anybody anything. I want to be able to have a place where people can come and learn and bring their animals and grow and share and, you know, not have to pay, that it's all paid for, I don't know how, but that's how. I don't really need to know how. It will happen one day, teaching and growing and sharing and doing and, having the material harvest to do that and abundance. No more struggling. And that might be what you feel like you're sick of struggling and pushing and pushing and pushing uphill. So you may not have had material harvest in a past life, but it definitely feels like you're going to in this life on every level. Property, financial stability, people around you, food, healing, etc. Whatever it is that's important to you, music as well. Okay. How that life is relevant now. Look. Look. How that life is relevant now, because you can do it now here on earth. You can help people. You can help humanity. And you're going to be triumphant and successful. And it's funny because number one, when you chose number one, we kind of had the same thing here too, but it was a different card, but it was the same words, triumph. Okay? Triumph over all obstacles. Being able to be a leader, perhaps in your field as well. Sharing with others this innate knowingness of having source flowing through you and being able to speak that wisdom all the time, feeling triumphant and confident, and able to do whatever it is that you want to do without any restrictions. That is how that life is relevant now, is that you can use that power from the universal energy, from that planetary energy, from being a spirit guide yourself at one point, and bring it forward here as part of your life plan, of your life purpose. And I love how these cards they're always the right thing for what we need to hear, which is awesome. And finally, a message for the future. Okay, the base chakra, which governs everything and works with your inner power and the etheric level of your auric field. It works with grounded energy. And you're going to need to make sure that you are grounded, because if you are a star being or a star seed or someone from another planet, it's very easily for you to try to heal by sending your own physical self to someone with your thoughts, with your feelings. So having the base chakra here, earthing you and grounding you, supporting you. Part of your future is to make sure that you are working with your own energy. You're taking care of your kidneys and your adrenals and your reproductive system, and you're not pushing grief down into this section so you get lower back pain and coccyx problems and leg problems and hip problems, etc. That you're being very aware of the physical, being very aware of your physical body, and knowing that you can change anything by how you see it, by your thoughts. And your future is going to be very, very successful on many different levels. So you're going to have to look after yourself in the process of wanting to help so many. The big message is to make sure that you're looking after yourself. Wow. Okay, number 2. I hope that these readings have been helpful, that you enjoyed the messages. And I look forward to doing more readings, or maybe working with you on a past life regression of your own and recording the session for you. And until the next time, many blessings and goodbye for now. Bye.